Today I wanted to talk about doing the thing that you don't want to do and some of the thinking around how I did that and do it currently. I have my desktop in front of me. I'm making a video, just had 4 calls today, and still managed to build a whole funnel, 3 funnels. Help my girlfriend with a project a little bit, like only moments of it. Just a lot of little things, and ran an errand. So when it comes to doing the work that you don't want to do, I was thinking today, and how I did it today was, how can I make a difference in my day? Like, I think about my big long-term goals in life and what is the meaning of life, what is the meaning of my life, and I think about how a lot of people live, or at least I think they live, where they sit around and they don't do anything. They're working for the weekend. They just want to sit on their ass, do nothing, watch movies. And I love movies, don't get me wrong, but they don't do anything. So therefore they aren't anything. Because I do believe what you do is who you are, not what you've done even, not necessarily, because what you do can fade. And what you're doing, and that can be a process, a build, something like that, is who you are. And this gives you that control. I don't know if I'm honestly, the thinking that I've had lately has made me wonder how clear I'm actually speaking. I know these videos lately have gotten very low views, and it may seem like I'm scatterbrained, but it's very, very clear. And I guess I can ask you, like, does it seem scattered to you what I'm saying? Because maybe I have to kind of break it up a little bit into different videos. But if you are what you're doing, that gives you the freedom to be anything and do anything you want. And then when it comes down to the meaning of life, it is whatever you want it to be, right? So if I want the meaning of life to be about saving kittens, abandoned kittens, and that is the meaning of the meaning of my life. So whatever it is, it gives you these options. And it's kind of hard to grasp this thinking. It escapes me quite a bit. But if you're doing things and you're focusing on what you're doing in the moment, being present, you have a duty to make a difference. And that's what my life goal is how can I live my whole life and make a difference? I don't want to die without making a difference to somebody's life. It can literally be a simple, weird video. It can feel like a nurturing thing. Somebody getting to know me, getting to know the sound of my voice, whatever it is. I don't even know if my videos are helpful to anybody, but there have been at least, 10 to 20 people who've written me saying, like, you saved my life, I was going to commit suicide. And, the first time I heard that, I was like, oh my God, I got to do more. And this is important to me. It's making a difference. And making a difference in one person's life is absolutely necessary to everybody. And if you keep striving and doing the thing to help people at the sacrifice of your own desires, that is a duty that you have to this world. So with this in mind, and I say I have to build a funnel, then record a whole loom, walk through and everything on it, and I'm not doing it, I'm thinking, well, that's no way to live. What am I just gonna wake up, go for a walk, talk to people, get angry at things and do my work, like go to a job? No, that is boring. That is not a life that has meaning. That is one that is reliant on the world serving them versus creating the world around them. So coming back to the idea of how do I do the work? Well, it's the thinking around the work and the importance of it. And when you realize how important it is and how much weight your own doings contribute to the world, it starts to matter to you, and then it can start mattering to others. And then you realize, I really need to do this. I really want to do this. The gravity of what you can do can grow as you grow. When you start off in things, what you do may not matter as much, but as you do it more and more and more and over, it becomes more and more important to keep doing it, to keep making the difference. So that is the idea behind how I do the things I don't want to do that are important. And even if I'm not interested in it, the reward comes from the gratification that perhaps this one thing can make somebody's day better, can change the way they think, can make them understand something, can literally change their life from waking up, doing something, working for somebody, then going home, hanging out, and drinking beer. Dumb. So, I do want to mention, side tangent on the drinking beer. I am now 3 months sober, 2 months sober. I don't even remember. It's 3. Shit, it's 3 months sober in like a couple days. Wow. But I don't want to frown upon drinking as a terrible thing, even though I personally think it's terrible for my life. I love whiskey. I love like a good craft beer. I think it's enjoyable to have that idea of kicking back. But what I was doing was I was using it as a crutch to having no point to my days, to not having a more important thing. And because I was going to the alcohol, it was replacing doing the things that I should be doing and making that difference. I would drink instead of, continuing working or trying to find something that I should be doing the next day, planning tomorrow today. And then I have, as an addictive personality, needed this to be my way because it becomes habit for me. It's the only reason I quit. If I could just have some casual whiskeys on the weekend or whatever, then I totally would. But that's just not me. So I wanted to quickly touch on that because I mentioned it. And then I want to touch on the fact of having a more boring life. Which is weird because your day-to-day, what you see and do, may seem boring, but what you stand for and who you are, again, what you do, is far more exciting the more boring your life gets. So, for instance, if I actually achieve the body of my dreams, it's going to be a boring life, but it's an exciting endeavor, an exciting thing that can inspire and change people's lives. And that delayed gratification, but also outside gratification, can mean so much more than, having a candy. Although I have an addiction and vice to sweets, but that's next. Right now I got my life under control around the drinking. I don't really think about it that much. I drink a lot of non-alcoholic right now, and that works really, really well. But then now I think I'm ready to start working out again. I keep saying that, but I think it's about time. Now the weather is cooled down. I'm happy to. I'm getting more time, so I want to spend that free time exercising. In fact, I might go for a walk right now before I get back to these emails. We'll see, depending on the time. But I wanted to touch on that. I hope that this helps. Excuse me. And I'll talk to you guys later.